katro epuya na opacha o se dumso aba opacha na dumso no mo be yenhu adwuma ande yebusa dumso wasa so ye de ATS ye dum kane ada eye den ye tam oman ehye nipa se yinsem ochina we need to move forward o ye di Bawumia chi a ye nyoma bi besa ye o ochina ye ba beka NDC manifesto John Mahama 100 days in office de obeye wa kirew de obeye Bawumia yebusa nse de no obeye 100 days ontumanka and yebusa Bawumia so ba officer o first 100 days de obeye ontumanka onenam ena eyi. This guy does not know what he's talking about. He's watching me right now. He is.
A question: 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president, or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not. But any time we lose a life in any circumstance, it doesn't have to be an election.
Yebusa Bawumia say 2020 muni yakoto muswaba oni ekufuado. Ya boni pam watchi etuo Ghana mo nyina ewu. Ade na wonka ho asem. Osi onim se president aka ho asem na se wonka ho asem. Tie Bawumia o. Osi he's not sure. Mahmoud Bawumia e kan bibi fa interoperability mo mienkotie. Na yewie ne nyine to we Bawumia osede
almost done. We've also, of course, introduced mobile money interoperability.
Bawumia say almost introduce mobile money interoperability. Say they all send sika free mobile money to bank. Mahmoud Bawumia ne gina ha kan ne. Now, Momianko tie Mahmoud Bawumia interoperability ya mobile money transfer to banks to mobile money. Momian shede Bawumia na nkasa kanye. This is Bawumia.
Africa mobile money interoperability ya ebin see that, but idea eye den say ye ba aban mu na NDC ama contract say omunye sa mobile money interoperability no. Eye den say
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Mahmoud Bawumia. Yeah, we'll take care of it. I have it. Nkoto, thank you very much. I have it here. Now, Mama Yanko inside the wagon. This is Bawumia. Osidian. Enyumbre yao. So we see our shame. Say abranti we pa minya robiti mua. Bawumia unyame. Uko for mo Jimmy Dodo. I say 34,000 NAPCO members have exited into permanent jobs. NAPCO for we Bawumia enumasem. I say NAPCO for na farm nipa 38,000 munya ya farm ejuma wa aban mu. Bawumia joki.
I think that the issue that Bella raises is the arrears and how we are going to deal with it. I've raised this issue because this is not really. There's some information that has come to me already about the arrears in the NAPCO program, and I've raised this issue with the Minister for Finance and trying to persuade them to make these arrears payments. So we will follow that up on behalf of the NAPCO employees. The second,
Bawumia say. Ono me catch them say Bawumia on kanu crew. Or see NAPCO for na yenti omoka. O calculate over 2 years omuntu NAPCO for ka o. Na yebusa say na NAPCO for sika na we so NAPCO de wa wonim na menim po say yenti omoka na mekwa ko bisa finance minister no medin kan ka kire ni mbre bi say NAPCO for yenti omoka nti se sia de on sheda nim na obebusa finance minister say yenti omoka. Wey 100,000 youth odisivu omu nyina. Wasabe General said 34,000. Ya form aban adwuma mo boa. He could not specifically state where they were. O si bi omotie. Omonim say Ghana for answer adwuma no. Omonim say Ghana for ejimi. Ubusa the question also my answer also mebusa minister. Ubusa question also collective their responsibility. Edru baby also me na me de bae. This is a man who is not focused. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He is just lying. Even Crown we know all the questions and answers na manu. He's holding answers. Journalists for no able to questions no na extra answers no e table so mano. Still, he could not tell Ghanaians the truth. Enti mo NAPCO for nam Ghana no Bawumia say nipa 100,000 no almost 74,000 76,000 they deceived them. Sa 64,000 66,000 ose omu nyina no omu enya adwuma anye na 34 de mu nyina mu adwuma wa ba mu oboa NAPCO for china mo mente monka Bawumia mi Asia press and then asem o ka kire mu no ose oh ya fa nipa 34,000 adwuma na e ka na mo de mo ne de ono kra onya awe afi na mbre bi orezie obusa finance minister na obesa akobusa finance minister na oto ale to ahyehye no ono de nsika no NAPCO musika bi amba Bawumia twa from day one consistently ye catch them say Bawumia ye trufo Bawumia is a liar 34,000 workers no more 100,000 NAPCO beneficiaries omu nyina tifie omu fa MPP foot soldiers by 80,000 embre one nkokora obu ha with 64 so NAPCO o show be sin o say on anya nchirem on MPP coordinator na oje NAPCO sika na otifie utumi wo bi otifie onya adwuma na yakotro ne di on NAPCO mu o se den I me de sem MPP ni na busumi bia ye di mumu NAPCO sika no momo ende o ka kire Ghana for say nipa 34,000 omu nyina NAPCO omu wie ne afa omu aba adwuma hwe aba adwuma mu wo hefa journalists omu to dodo nyina no moda. This is the most embarrassing was say the campaign nyina ya catch the MPP for mondwene ansa na maye bibi so mo se NDC aye bibi a NDC so mo professors o NDC o manifesto professors na chiro yo ma jo osakura o mu ne e friend Esquire the osakura o MPP for o mo committee mu on the Esquire de she de echi the osano the osakura na wonje ne de enje the friend Esquire NDC for no o professors ne ade o enti so mo ye bibi a mo ntena na mondwene ansa na mo react. You just don't go out to the market because NDC has put out the best manifesto in the history of Ghana. You don't do that. You sit back, analyze your manifesto, find a strategy to sell your message. It is what we say NDC for professors, enimdi for, enyansa for, atna ede manifesto about. Adiachin aye press conference Bawumia, you've thrown Bawumia to the dogs. Now on the tone bleeding. Mahamudu Bawumia tuna bleeding no. This is the message to NAPCO for Bawumia si afani pa 34,000 ejuma. O se musika na akemu no onima da omu betua. One yi minister ne kan mbre bi di nkomo on kai enti moso mu message no no. Yanko yenim ye bedwudwam. Bawumia kan asem bi fa dum song. Ayila. Today no blocking. Hey Mr. S, Mr. P, don't block anybody. Please. Mr. P, Mr. S, don't block anybody on my platform. Obia antinem. Ebesi Obia antinem. Yam block Obia. Mr. S, Mr. P, please, I beg you in the name of God. I know this one there. I'm begging you guys. Me patchom koto jogu form. Mamu block Obia platform no so me sramo. Momo Bianche, there was 6,000 over 6,000 people on YouTube, thousands on Facebook, on TV is happening, radio is live. Don't block anybody. They will see a boy no any day. Mamu block obia, maninko obia ho, mo bia hu no kura na yesramo me pamucho. No blocking. I beg you, no blocking. Omo ba no didi matoma mamu kashi nipa no be hu no kura no, mamu block obia munja omo. Why? All right. Mr. Ramo, Bawumia can be for doom so ho enne. Also a meaty press. Another lie. Or say, we have kept the light on broadly in the last 8 years. Or see, oh, since somebody power, doom son si da. Yendum kania da. Bawumia o. Mahamudu Bawumia ende onya opportunity se onkasa. Or say, yebusan se, na doom son one sense. Or so, since say about power there. Doom so a friend doom so. Ebin si da. Now, monsha there. This is the same MPP Bawumia. Mahamudu Bawumia on the 29th of April 2024. Okacha Ghana for said, Doomso will end soon. We are working on it. My men fan to side by side. Ni yehu di eko. Or true for we. Ohun is a Ghana for Jimmy. Inti or just oka. Mahamudu Bawumia ende or say, oh. The opposite Okacha Ghana for said, since it's all mobile naso. Doomso ankasa di ebin sida. Almost so kania no swa. April year 2024 na Bawumia patcho said Doomso no omunim said Doomso aba omo patcho no mo be solve. This is one man. He's a liar. Ombu Ghana for ombu ahemfo ombu ahema ombu mpenifo ombu nkremofo ombu nkwara ombu mpenifo ohu obi ase omo agimi because again say Ni pe kwa tena TV so akotwa tro defend no. That is Bawumia. That is my problem with Bawumia. Sanko kanu kweka krebia ka yebetie no. But Bawumia is a pathological. Bronika se pathological. Ete se nkrodo ayewo. Oye obi a otantro te se de nkrodo. Nkrodo. Uni mo nkrodo. Nkrodo te se wenya henia. Henia ene nitwini no. Ete se obi a chese kaka aye no. Atro edidinimu blanketedly. Where I'm borrowing the foolish guy at OKFM's English. Blanketedly. Bawumia is talking nonsense. She ene da ho no. Otwatro. Epuya na opacha o se dumso aba opacha na dumso no mobeye hu adwuma ande yebusa dumso wasa so ye de 8 years ye dum kane ada e de ne tam oman ehye nipa se yinsem ochina we need to move forward o ye di Bawumia chi a ye nyoma bi besa ye o ochina ye ba beka NDC manifesto John Mahama 100 days in office de obeye wa kirew de obeye Bawumia yebusa nse de no obeye 100 days ontuma nka ande yebusa Bawumia so ba officer o first 100 days de obeye ontuma nka onenam ena eyi. This guy does not know what he's talking about. He's watching me right now. He is. He's watching me in his car. Okofie. Obeto afage kokko no ho. Do ye dwuma we no. A TV station no. Or show me sisia. He's watching me. He knows he's a liar. He's a chronic liar. Atro edidi ni koto dwom te say de sebio sasabro edidi nipa koto dwom. We ye nipa baako Mahmudu Bawumia. De ono aka ne nne no na ye biebie ma kyerɛw ye wi a obi abehu into ochina Otis Bawumia. And there's a Otis Bawumia. Eka asama, be very careful. Ochina radio phone ba muka say hey. Ye njimi biemu, ye nyemwa. Di oka ya tini nyina Kevin Tele jujum. Eye Kumasi journalist forum by Kwame Tankumu. Ochina no pambeti di obeka. Hey, na Bawumia omu nyina eti omka. Ya mo musika e won kran. Omu nyina obi adi sika omu dan kakro mu ntua na edem omu nya sika efo kaba Bawumia na sese omu gu bas mu baaye anadwi yes oto omu they are making omu gi sika kotu omu rent. Now yanko edim we Mahmudu Bawumia ono ane nsama waka ene yedwudwom Mahmudu Bawumia eka cathedral ho asem nwa opa wo hwe sika Ghana ya sen wo National Cathedral ho about almost 60 million Ghana cedis. Old Ghana no over 6 trillion. And the Yebusa Bawumia say National Cathedral na mena na yetu no. Sa wo ye nipa bi opese obo Ghana ho ban na Ghana sebio sika ya hwere through nipa bi ne ye bi omaye ene nipa bi eka omtribo mu etu amena donko tu obesi nne yento blocker. So obedi president asa amena na da ho no sebio wontwi nipa so ho. O si Sikani di omodi Diokani, I am in relation to National Cathedral. I believe we should have an engagement with churches and stakeholders to see how best to get the funding to complete it. Osio, upon Sika Ekufuado we free ho. Etu amena ebubu aban properties etioguno. Also, on to me man sa de obetuma kan say so obedi president a oni nsori ni bi be kasa eni nipa bi na yahwe so mbesa akonye sika it oni de na adwemu no aban sika na da ho na na obeso otam de be yes ankwase ade we. So Bawumia does not care the amount of money that have been stolen. Yede say sade we he does not care. He just insists to say anything na Mahama kacha say so otuma Bawumia you are extending Ekufuado and Ejapa click term no because how you be a opesen ke humpo say Nanado Danko Ekufuado nyomo beye no nyoma bi a ebedi Ghana dwirim ka obeka che Ghana for say cathedral we a waste of time because in the first place Ghana for krampo anka nche Nyankopon bia say oyehia cathedral na from the beginning the Ekufuado aban ka kire say den omo asika ye behwehwe mu no aban sika it me as Ghana ni am ye nkreboni am ka no kure no I will not entertain this. I will open investigations. Bawumia nka sa wo or see on it de some moment the chance man ba Ekufuado nkwasi ade awaye no obetwa so collective responsibility. So Mahama Kacha say a vote for Bawumia is an extension of Ekufuado's term. Mahama ntwa wodro no kure no mo ka kire wo no ejapadia book no ya ka kire Bawumia say eno no de bebu Ghana enti de busa no emphatic questioner ontumi ma answer because maybe Bawumia nkere can say Ghana for mutie me me obi a me do Ghana me obi a be nie me obi a me pese me hu no kure ye ntumi fa Nyankopon din enda ada Ghana for cathedral na wo ho no from the beginning no ya me ati asese ye nyina no ye si ye de ankrankra sika na besi ende ya behu se over 300 million Ghana cedis Ghana sika ne atama kohyem enso amena na da ho samoto abama me a na se me be deep Ghana so a omo di Ghana sika ko she cathedral mu no metwe omaso sa na wo kasa na for obi a say aha you are separating yourself from Ekufuado's criminality, but Bawumia is reaffirming Ekufuado's criminality. He is confirming say sansam na yeka se ejapade na Ekufuado obetoa so no ende o si o cathedral ne de da ho no sika no modi no omodi a enko na ono so ba oba pe nipa from omodi sika. This is English. $58 million gone. $58 million. Unim hospitals do ebetumesi wo Ghana. Ebetumesi UGMC. Ebetumesi Tamale Regional. Unim hospital nipa ebetuma job nkwa. Unim schools ebetumesi $58 million ase. Na ka sem papa kire ya. Bawumia say one die unim bibi oba die Ekufuado amena na waye no one asofo ne ansori bi bekasa na o matoa so. We are talking about accountability. We are talking about a government that came into office. We did not ask for a cathedral. Ekufuado on countless occasions, catch it say, was said in Yankupon Bibo. Later, when we sat down, Yebusa almost say, Sikabe no mode, almost say a ankram sika. Later, in the budget of Ghana, ni Sikabe 300 million, ne atame frim. Into we are Ghana ni krana we Bawumia, unim nyansa, sebio, unim se opese Ghana for Judia. I was all catch Ghana for say, this is a no-no. In fact, even though you see we need to open investigations into it because the taxpayers' money cannot be sunk into a private project. And then again, I say, wait there or in papa, wait there or kanokre. But unya opportunity no, Bawumia say when he's giving the nod, ya tuna swaba, cathedral there or betwaso or ninko fubi vasa kasa. The same conform no mokasa mu wia esika no nti me catch say ade Ekufuado eye bia no omo pese Bawumia ba no motoa so. This is the continuation of the criminality. Me John Dramani Mahama, the National Cathedral no I will say sa site and also see Children's Hospital no ho. Yeah. John Mahama ne NDC or some investigations muchini patum wia cathedral no site no or some see the biggest children's hospital the whole of West Africa obiaba beje ne bankwa ho. It is important because in kwasiafo when you're ready Bawumia and Nkofo they just want to use the National Cathedral to steal from us. Bawumia is telling us today say obeto Ekufuado kro no so it me they might plead the American NDC for say assassin the whole ready and where the land is one of the perfect places ubet me see children's hospital a modern day children's hospital the arts just say the most modern one we are say obiasi Ghana obehu nti I would prefer say san kwasi ade we ye be stop National Cathedral we omo mo di esika ye be che omagum na ye de sa site no esi children's hospital and the Ghana ni bi ani be so. And the Ghana ni bia any best children's hospital no because it is better see be save we mankwa onyankopon ka say yensi asore dan ma no onyankopon owo mfremem upegya weni ehwe wia na obon paye a onyame tie wu enya asore dem a ugina ene kire so onyame tie wu paye Jesu Kristo kura no edu de edin a ye be fa na kokunu no wankogina asore dem ambon paye okogina pepo so ehwe mframem hwe wiem. Until when you stand anywhere, baby, the Holy Spirit is there. You don't necessarily need a church to sit in to go and bring some stupid fruit from Israel. Yes, I am a contao. May you a Juni. May yes, I contain a minimum. They make catchero. And yes, I contact catchero say, yen to me in Israel and Kofa Boba Baku 2 million, but Dahaka say, Abra near Duanidi into John Mahamani NDC. National Cathedral site no more NC Children's Hospital ho. Anytime you get the opportunity to be president, that should be the place to build Children's Hospital. Yanko Bawumia ensem nim. Ochina omoba monka jom say atie wi o. Monkwase ade no. Quite interesting. Now, this is another thing about Bawumia kan Jandam. Bawumia say remember, Jandam, me catch them say they do emotional politics. Every politics we will say NPP be a Jandam. The NPP they don't have anything on John Mahama. They be a catch them waha. Ejuma John Mahama as vice president. Say me Boba Akumienu achrewa, you'll be shocked as vice president. I know sorry Bawumia has introduced 33 policies you impact be nya me chraw adwuma John Mahama here as vice president, you'll be shocked, but we will get there. Maybe and this time I met you. Bawumia say, remember when chalk was a problem under our former president? Today, students have tablets. Share this weak kind of politics. Or see, John Mahama time, no, not chalk new and the Enkorani use tablet. See this weak kind of politics. 2024, this is the kind of politics NPP ni Bawumia eye. Inti Ghana for ensha semu we huni yanko to abamaw. Watch a tablet. Enkora mo school nyeduane ni. Omunya baby na. We jimi for. Na wo mana waloko mo dem no. O mana waloko mo dem no. Tablet any aduane o medidie na hia. You people don't know your priorities. Munim de hia mpo. As we live in Ghana, kids are every day. You see Ghana government feed akorabia under 97 cents. What a tablet ama akwara no. Go to our senior high schools, baby. Ankorade omutibetu ebi nu ho. Oba e want to see one school expanding infrastructure when it comes to education. Also what a tablet. Onko charging of FBM. Tablet na what amano no. E bo ho obesa akotofo fura amano. We jimi. Oko eye China. Enkora mo school jana tablet. Oba America ha enkora wo ha nyina na tablet. You people don't know. You are a third world country. Mo ye third division team. Mo ma mo say mo ye Real Madrid. And that is how Bawumia is thinking. That is the problem. Now look at this. This is the same Bawumia. What happened? This date ben show 2022. Shortage of chalks, other learning materials hit schools. Under Bawumia 2022, there was no chalk in school. Into John Mahama family campaign. Let me move it to the right. We are Mwanga Samadum FM. Now compare the two no. Or say Yankai sa Mahama time not chalk in the classroom. And 2022 not chalk any classroom. Question me busa say anything Mahama Majina platform can say 2022 not chalk any classroom. You people are not thinking. You don't understand what you are doing. Bawumia is not cut for this job. You are talking about tablets. Tablet. Akorana ne mame ene ne papa. Je omo de beto light keke kura ehunu omo nibi. Wa be gu omadwuma omo ho kire omo. Wo se wo de tablet a sha akwara ne nsem. Inti nkora 100 ekofie na tablet omo amfa mba biema mo beto fofora ma omo ana. This is foolishness to the highest level. This is the most foolish ideas amewu bi wa politics in. This is the most foolish ideas amewu of Ghana politics me who been put that. My question is, in 2022, when Adom FM publishing Ekoye news, there was no chalk. Introduce Bahama with Jimmy Sawa Begina platform say, Bawumia 2022. Bahama does not do this cheap politics. In the first place, Adena Modeya politics say Mahama Tana chalk ni ono. Atamil's wife and a court tour. She was just visiting schools, and the teachers say, "Oh, right now, as you hear here, we have not gone to the district to go and take chalks because that time, they had to all go to the districts. They have to write to the district for the district to distribute. The district had stock." And the teacher can say, "There's a distance. We have to find ways to go to the district to go and bring the materials. The materials are there. Chalks no ho. Osiekwa district offer." And one amusomu, hey, chalk ni Mahama time chalk ni omajiminti 2022. There were no chalks in the Siano. One yakwasia. This is the cheap politics you do. They be a catch them say, "Mo njaya ibe dimwatam because mo jimi. Mo pesa mo da Ghana for jandam." You people are foolish. You don't want to be honest, truthful to Ghanaians. You are giving Ghanaian kids tablets. Abra komedi akwara ni yem. Komedi akwara oni di ye. Tablet na way. Why na wo fie sisi a wo hwe me a Bawumia akwara bi di tablet abafie? I'm asking a simple question. Sorry, it wasn't Atamil's wife, Amy Arthur's wife. She paid a visit, a working visit to a school. Odu school no oya bibia wie no and obi so say, "Oh, mo materials no way." And also your materials na ba our district office. For some reason ntumi nkofa and also because money chalks, money books no mon kon famra na mon fam kire nkwara na de eno ana MPP radio for fam ene de and Mahama chalk ni wo mo agimi nti obi asi e block chalk na ntumi fam akwara Into Kwasiafona started. You remember Mahama's time? There was no chalk. 2022, there was no chalk. Into one here. You could not learn from Mahama's mistakes, if even it happened. This is what we talk about. Bawumia is incompetent. The NPP as a political party, they have nothing for you people. And you are true. If you say, do now MPP, no, without you, this is Minaso. Omunko school. Into omutin kind omukabrofo a bedu radio wana na sa radio for no omo problem Ghana for mo penkophobia tata oma eyemo etitru asantimemu radio for omo problem mumudu do omuti radio so Kesbin FM Kwame Dinkra Nana Janto omo say asantiman mo bedu nkran watu ma bedu nkran wentu membusa one problems mo be boba omi abaso na ebede na MPP for tinkram ka se asantifo nyenkurasefo mo amoye asantefo ano mouthpiece matutoma ba bedu nkran na ya mamu the opportunity to question the man who has led Ghana for 8 years say adentina umbie sewia adentina umbie kumewu adentina unyewe unyensuo o say ain interchange na hiawo erade nyankopon Bawumia be bomb wa send the campaign nyina we Ghana ni na Bawumia be jire onima hu ni say oye joker ono de bia waka okay, can't say when you are I was joking. Do not take Bawumia serious. Now, yanko enim Bawumia press conference now also share media no. Mo amanko bi no, mo amanhwe bi no, and I make sure now there's something interesting happened today. Mamenko we na say membra we. Menkwa adwa na se menkwa ata ye be chirechirem modidi atemu mo betuma ka se de si yere dross ye nfa ho mo ka se enye adwuma enfa ye ho mo ka se ye de ye nkwasiafo ye de ye maame ya jantrafo ye be hu ye kwa ho ne fa ye nfa ye ho ye be chirechirem washing machine bo adwuma ta me washing machine no edu sometime ko gina okura me hu ano wa fit me ba no asset o se bluetooth we o da ping na nyoma na bro say average redo ai o pa bit me see me dross na kam ko see me pra dross Kevin Taylor o see the dross hey na ba na se me see me dross na wo na ware oba no o bodam epa na ma prum o ware a na wato yire dross ato atwene o twen yanko enim menkwa bina ananse menkwa ata Bawumia hweme Mamudu kope pito biton na bebi adun de mo eden Paul say emfa Paul so bewu October ya boni dua Paul de eden a obewu Paul bewu Paul emro ai ni kom nyina emre Paul was started proper ai wa sen kran dokuno o proper ba obewu enche enkran dokuno enye bia utipe ubu abose proper san kran dokuno enye enkran dokuno eye no o de nkran do nsa we miem pa buta ko hyem ai wo sa mod sa attaching ati no ha ene enkran dokuno papa se me namfo enkran fo ai enti enkran papa enkran dokuno enye no utupe ubupe o se bubu infante dokuno enye no ubu frifin na king enye ai sa attaching nim ai enye sa enti adene de so hu ba Paul or proper ai se enkran dokuno Paul bewu oh Lord
oh Lord, and what is my house that you have brought me this far? Hallelujah be to the resurrected Lord. May we speak like David spoke. What are we? A simple West African poor country that God will bring us thus far when this cathedral is built and we dedicate it to the memory of Elohim and to the worship of Elohim. That's what we will say. Who are we? A silly, dirty country in West Africa, ignorant, that the Lord will take us and change us and make us a global story. These things happen spiritually. It doesn't happen by economics.
Oh Lord, Paul Bewu. This is the most dangerous part of the Bawumia yen and Yebusa Bawumia, listen to the inconsistencies in Bawumia's message. Bawumia a true for MPP, they are liars. Unim they are yawum. They are yana say they see everybody to be foolish, and then I have ever MPP for him. On say for a very long time now, they have not gotten. Paul is a silly, dirty country. For a very long time now, they have not gotten people to fact check them, people to question them, people to, in fact, tell them, say, Massa, Ghana for Nyankwasiafo. So they are still stuck in that old jandam kind of politics. That is the biggest problem at MPP facing. So MPP are honest with itself, and as they will change the way they do politics. They will tell Ghanaians the truth. But you see, since I see MPP, no, it has always been about lie. Chatro to obiso, jinobi echi, can some for obi hon neji to me. That has been the modus of the NPP. And so we steady on line of campaigner. Every single thing they say, what they do is they always look for the ignorant masses. Teacher, they are enshrined, and I say, omo or time be mani pebi without any reason. No more can be to no more spread the message. But typically, on the NDC, every time they have been honest and consistent. But the NPP, because party, from the beginning, it has always been about propaganda and atrono. The current MPP, are still struggling to move away from that kind of campaign, that kind of party politics. Every time, so you could see say a knee-jerk reaction on in any serious campaign, and that campaign team they will stay away. And this is for my launch of a manifesto. Say me a Bawumia campaign team member, I will tell Bawumia to go quiet for about 4 days. Now, when you go quiet for 4 days, allow the people themselves to speak on the manifesto. That is when you can find what you want to find. But you see, because Bawumia's campaign is filled with young men, foolish young men who don't want to be directed, and some of the old ones who are greedy and tribal, who we thought were smart, they think, say, MPP, BB, that's not how politics works. Because especially when you are going into a game or into a competition and are into the election with a political party that has a lot of intellectuals who are more concerned about credibility, you have to be very careful. Because you see, majority of the people from what MPP musiciano positions NDC. You know why? Because so the NDC, the kind of people they allow, the kind of people they give positions to, the kind of people they allow to even put policies together for them, they look for people who, first of all, think about their credibility. Intuition or later mo, professors no, you could see say every single person or a campaign, a team and manifesto, no, they are looking at their credibility. They don't want somebody to come to them and say you are lying. Oh, you lied about this. This is lie. So every day, they are looking for consistency and facts. But over MPP now, they just grab anybody on the street and say, "Oh, to me kasao, oh, do me di atemo, hey, what the uncle for pewasemo." Now, I'm say better campaign team so into Usha. You say MPP National Women's Organizer. Oh, to me throw myself. He's on Bawumia's campaign team. Wait me. He is on his manifesto committee. Sir, NPP for KTJ for to me throw the ding. Nyansa papa ben or wa or no all to galam say assassin. At the end of it to the abate table no so. So when you weigh the two parties, you could say for a long time we have allowed these foolish people in the MPP. They created a notion into on said they are quick to tell you and this is for kind. But when you pick the NDC, now pick the NPP, you could see said the MPP is hollow. Okay, Obi decide Joasafo. Sanko NDC ma, there's no way she'll be a minister. Even Kojo Ponkroma. So NDC ma, there's no way Obinya a minister. Bogus. Okay, go into the NPP. Go to Omo ministers. No, if they were in the NDC, there is no way. A space bay. Now why not look compete here? In terms say they see people like Kojo Ponkroma because majority of the people, it is not about intellectualism, analyzing, fact checking, knowing the truth. It is all about praises and slogans. Into obedience Kojo Ponkroma party, because majority are daft in the party. There is no way. Obiti say those people in the MPP almost be ministers. Sheketi Hammond can never be a minister in the NDC. Never. Why never, Master? Professor Nano Pokwajman, now can say make this guy a minister. Nano Pokwajman can say Yeketi Hammond minister. Abron or vice president. It will never happen. Now you are getting the drift. That is what I keep telling you every day. That is what I keep breaking down for you. part we no omni bibia mamo. Now my mention my idea about Bawumia yende. Yabusan say question was simple. John Mahama ni NDC and a cocoa board for Nabeka. Say cocoa board negu. Say see ano NDC for launch of manifesto. Mr. Eric Opoku be chire muchire cocoa for adikudienti a cocoa board na egu yesika nyina ahye. Oba office edwuma omo ye krata sika omo spend ye no e dolls chen cocoa board sika omunyaye. Now we are vice president. One now can say we are the head of the economic management team. Cabinet meeting bia team. One now can say majority of the policies and interventions through you. Answer. Yebusa will say cocoa board opposition say egu. It has collapsed. They na walk found because the information you are privy to, majority of Ghanaians and journalists, they don't know. This is Bawumia's response. Cocoa board. Yebusa say cocoa board egu. What you was saying?
Cocoa board is on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that. I cannot comment on that. It's not. I don't know where the data is coming. Cocoa board is on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that. I cannot comment on that. It's not. I don't know where the data is coming from.
Mahamudu Bawumia ibusan say cocoa board egu. NDC for John Mahama must say cocoa board egu, Mr. Vice President. Also, I cannot comment on that. Really? Are you kidding me? You cannot comment whether cocoa board egu or say nguye. But you are the same person telling us say mobile and mobile ejuma. You cannot tell us. If you cannot tell us, then it means cocoa board egu. It means ye cocoa for kuafo no. Mo jomusi kedi nyina egu cocoa board. Bawumia could not give an answer. I say, oh, I cannot comment. I don't know where the data is coming from. I thought you know everything. I thought you said you are the man on the road. You are abreast of the issues. You know the nitty-gritties of this government. You have been in charge. And you also digitization Obama BBA jina na naso no. Na ende ebusa se cocoa board ye si egu. Then I walk out say oh cocoa board he has no idea. But he wants to rule. He wants to be president. He wants us to go and vote for him. Into Coco Kuyani Bito. And I say, where the madam say journalist for some trouble for Matisia Coco Bodegu. He said about Bawumia on an ebedi so on no na Ekufuado or more cabinet. He said Obeyano na ya nana ya papa bi etwo ya maami bi a waye kuya. And the other better fertilizer kura oni bi. And the fertilizer na for free. Mahama time and the money for sale about one moje kuafo sika de insecticide ni ade enti ye ma many tie so Bawumia beka cocoa for ho asem ya tese cocoa board egu ye mu hihye omo kwa abroche so nkopa besia omo nsanka every say abrofo no say cocoa board eka eda omo so no enya de mbom besia Bawumia beka sa Bawumia say oni de onim egu ana say ngu ye now this guy wants to be president. He's not aware. Bawumia ese onim se cocoa board egu ana se nguye asem we etumi ma obi nya akomayare ewu e won cocoa fuom enti cocoa ni nsori anopa cocoa farmer ni nsori emfa na bra bonsan be hye wunsem 8 years wa betena so se cocoa board hye wonsa mo na mohwe Ghana cocoa so na ye busa se cocoa board egu ana se nguye wo se wunim enti ekuani no ade chia onsan kodi line mu na onye den onsan koto abamawo na wo timu kura wo se wunim. You being the president, and the leader of the MPP, you say you don't know whether cocoa board a collapse or a collapse here. Hey, now your town shall some be my young to me, and you be results. Bawumia, me say, and they were blown the campaign off. Bawumia, and they were exposing a woman Ghana for say, Onim Bibiao, a yodium, a kufa and a petem. Gabi Ocheda, I couldn't be so we jail, Bedia Tuomo, and Omupia Bawumia Mamu. Ejapadia hine na oto na omo constitution no ejapadia ni tina Bawumia omo piapia no enye Ghana nti ejapadia Ghana ejapadia asase omo beton wadi Ekufuado besa atena so behind the scenes no entina Bawumia gina makachem freedom Bawumia is empty inti cocoa ni na ohwe wonde ewa sankregwa ewo bekwai ewo fosu ewo eye cocoa ni na anka opa asampa bi etie firi wo ho man assurance bi manakuma Antoni yem se kokobo ninguye na adwuma we nyina nyekwa no ugina TV so as the vice president catch and say unim se kokobo de gu enti dabe 8 years unim se kokobo de gu. Now enya hampo na ema asem ne dangerous no mayenko enim na menche wade Mr. P. The last video, what was it about? The question. The finance minister, he is on the economic management team board. A two person say, Muko meetings, Coco board no, Moon raises that issue that and I wouldn't idea bia. Bawumia is a liar. Thank you very much, Mr. P. Bawumia is a liar. Now, I'm mentioning another one. Mahmoud Bawumia Yebusan say. Yebusa Bawumia say. Eye abaina owomu sisia no. E-levy any taxes be a better yes or no. E was say oje responsibility no. Nyoma akoso. Ohun is saying Robin will play ehina sebio de ekos ni nyina no opese o kire se onka ho ana o kan ho mumyentie de Bawumia kan muntie owi a medwudwam.
Anything you have disagreed with in this government, the issue when you sit in cabinet, you have collective responsibility. That is fundamental to governance. When we sit in cabinet, we argue on many issues, and everybody brings their mind. And sometimes your view prevails, sometimes it doesn't prevail. But once we take a decision, it is a collective decision. And so I cannot come out and say that the decision that we collectively took, I disagree with. No, I'm bound by it. That is the nature of cabinet responsibility.
Mama Njesha de bimunchira. Bawumia some okanyina ne say, yebusa ne say wa ban we omo take decision bia wa disagree won pene da. O say ade ne de yakọ cabinet decision a yenyina take no yenyina na ye take responsibility. Tie. Question nyina ne say cabinet kotena se si enye toll booth mfiri yemfa 11 bra yemfa covid-19 yemfa bola tax o se yeko cabinet na yetena se cabinet yenyina na yedwene yenyina intidio so what is a cabinet the 11 aba yenyina adwene enye nipa ba akopa adwene se ye de covid-19 tax aba yenyina adwene. A simple question. What disagree? You say what disagree with decision? Why ban we take it out? So oba cabinet the ebeka bia ye nyina ya adwene toato anti ye nyina ehunu say ye nyina na ye fa adwene. Now tie Bawumia. Remember, Bawumia na the head of economic management team, right? Now set the same Bawumia ti asem ya oka wa ha tie no.
Another issue was that we wanted to do these tax reforms, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. But why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I could, what would I do when I come into office? I mean, how can you do everything now? Even President Mahama, former president, who was president, I'm only vice, but he was president. Why didn't he do everything then? I mean, why is he? He had full authority. I don't have full authority. The budget that has gone to Parliament, which has been passed, not my budget. Is it my budget? It's not my budget. Budget goes in the name of the president. It doesn't go in the name of the vice president.
I say, what about me? In the first video, also, I gave you a taking of cabinet to be a engineer responsibility. You take collective responsibility. And you busan say, Bawumia, na nyoma ama pass no. unteki responsibility and also oh dear me nyina na maye ni nyina yi anytime we manifesto o se de oba abemu so oba no waye ni nyina wie so wa mamu manifesto a oba motoma na ade na obeye tie o se he has done all that he has to do enti esi ano anytime okochro manifesto di abremu na esi amanto amana wa fa manifesto na mba motoma na ade na obeye ena ono asa ka se sa budget ni achiro na nya me budget nya me dia president na budget ni woni dimu what's the head of the economic management team, he leads economic matters in cabinet. Writing of budget, yet Tikroma Namakacha said Bawumia and his team are putting together a very resolute budget with the finance ministry. Entire then ended the Enrano a collective responsibility. Ended the budget Nibana and Yana Sikane say a Kufuado Kwasia. What Bawumia? Hesiano Bawumiano or American Muslim on you preku and so num preku quine. Bawumia is an American Muslim. Eba eye adentina mo passing e-levy COVID-19 our cabinet oh yen nyina collective. Eba say responsibility on taking responsibility for eye ahokyere ene nyoma na also ekufu na ekwasia budget na ekiro na nyane dia ekufu ado dia. Adekudie ntia ono wo sesesia no obeso okache mu clear. Bawumia ka che mu plain o say the obeso be politics mia wa ye wie. Sesia no Samoto Obama New Year or no who do obey and into the manifesto chiremo. That means say manifesto no the chiremo. It is not say or the chiremo say ebia or agrimpobio. The also bet my politics no why no. That means in some occasion when you know wait to deliver no the best no why no. Into see now baby what do know I was say or the manifesto chiremo keke because without manifesto don't to mano. Into the audio good manifesto no or the chiremo say I'm a Matias yes say the someone Monshas keke na montuma no oni bibia fufuro bi obeye yatena kroma 2017 we had a MPP Bawumia omoko parliament dey ka kire Mahamudu Bawumia on the finance minister and a chiro budget no head of economic management team and the Ose Kufuado na ekwasia the budget dey ya bredi nyina yemfama Kufuado because on the budget na nya ne dia Kufuado dia. This is Bawumia and the finance minister. They said they were writing the budget for you. Intended about me just again of which me. Eba left there also a collective decision. Eba for there also unim bibi a yeku for the Jimmy on a budget na ewoni dimu on we need dimu. Into what role does he play when the budget is being put together as the chairman of the economic management team? It's a simple question. Akwawe or your true for. This is Mahamudu Bawumia, or doing some way Jimmy and it's almost so a Kumasi radio station for Begu Hono because of Chino Pano or Mubicamotro. These are the things he was taking credit for. Can Oforata Eba Ebetry and Trana Bawumia Dinchain now Mokache TV so Mahamudu Bawumia, he is the economic management team member. Omuna Bawumia the leading a yet budget writing Nitimuno. But the same man today is telling you say on the eba budget ni ade na mo fama Kufuado ona ne dishes so ekwasia ona na ejimi mama nka so ona na ejimi ene esa bucha na Bawumia yi Mr. S get me that video o responsibility no so ona de obeya na wa na ebia video no antini ma me mbon san kire o na tie ni o ka kire mu se oni bibia amamu o ka kire mu se ono no de obeya na wa ye wie no enti na wa ma manifesto no enti mu de mo kotoma no de obeya o policy wa ye wie mu ntie.
Other issue was that we wanted to do these tax reforms, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. But why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I could, what would I do when I come into office?
Osingo for Busansa, I don't know the Okakani na onya nende. Also, say, I don't know, I didn't say, or no, also your manifesto. Because, Jan obit my own to me, she, a chair manifesto the amamo, or the manifesto the mamoa, because the sea and the obeyan why and on to me bibiabium into a mamma manifesto, or a mamma manifesto. That means to say, in some of our castle obey reforms, Ninano, and yadi obey you, or cut to Timukeke, because we didn't catch the obeyan why no. It is about make or China or Bobby tax with you or Bobby tax with you or that dow because a manifesto can already show we didn't catch or said your bed with my yet ya kind budget Janum catch Mahamudu Bawumia pictures and I'm the bachelor Bawumia on bueno di can of ratino when I'm doing my story be achamo. Sa boy na ni ti ho basa no ona na Ekenoforiata 8. One district, one factory. Boy, we na over $20 million on kwa. Sa boy na odi Bawumia chi no. Ojina ne chi wonom no. Na on na the aid to Oforiata. Mo hu ni biem. Plant one district, one factory. This boy made over $25 million. Cool on kwa. Omukọ company sir. No mako church romudianto so. No maka say we one district, one factory. Government is going to do what? Finance these companies, existing ones. Also later Omuka say government will be supporting existing companies. Boy, we obi a company bear 30. He took Ghana money. Mumbuza sa boy we win. Sa boy no jina Bawumia chi no. This is budget time. The video be kire Bawumia any Oforiata and a year budget no. And the Bawumia say Ekufuado na ekwasia. Enkwasa sama odi ba nyina Ekufuado na momfa nhye no. Mahamudu Bawumia say where 2018 budget oh. Time on ready budget no. Midini nyina 2019. Let me show you. From 2017, 2018, 2019, Mahamudu Bawumia was on the side of Eddie Ekenoforiata coming to parliament to read a budget. Because he was taking the credit for the budget. Because was seen on there the head of economic management team. This is 2019, mature 2017, mature 2018. This is 2019 budget reading. This, thank you team. This is 2019 budget. Mature 2017, mature 2018, mature 2019. And the Bawumia saying any dinner that budget is Ekufuado na ekwasia. Wo ndi omde yam. Bawumia hu musem nyina mo Jimmy. Mahamudu Bawumia ohu Ghana fo nyina se omo Jimmy team. Get me the rest. Ma me nkyere mo. Na mo hu sibi atoato so. Bawumia said that this is 2017 budget reading. This is 2018 budget reading. This is 2019. Sorry, this is 2019. 2018, sorry. The 2018 was 2. And this is 2019. Every time you the budget, Bawumia did right. And then I say, or no, the head of economic management team. And the original journalist, when you catch from say, on the didn't that budget, no so. Ekufuado na ekwasia ono na budget ba nyina taxes or the buy bi or the buy Ekufuado enyo no. Mr. S, do you guys want me to move or you have something for me? Mr. S, do you want me to move or you have something for me? Somebody say Bawumia is like Bobrisky. He's a man when protected by journalists, but becomes a lady when posed questions. Bawumia or your political Bobrisky. He is a man when he's being protected by the police, but when questions are posed to him, he becomes a lady. Political Bobrisky, no no. Bawumia, hey, Mr. Musuminko. All right, this is. Which one is this? Yes, now Muma Yanko enim. Mr. Bawumia is a political Bobrisky. Bawumia is a political Bobrisky. He is a man when he's being protected by journalists. He becomes a woman when he's being questioned. Bawumia is Ghana's political Bobrisky, or two individuals. And Bawumia, you can't cross-dresser. Political cross-dresser Bawumia. Obedress is so bad. Bawumia is a political Bobrisky / political cross-dresser. And I'm opening it up for you to see. Or your political Bobrisky, political cross-dresser. You don't know where he belongs, or a Bemos or a Bow. You don't know. Now, Muntie video way, Muntie question way, na yanko enim.
So let's hear from Frema. We'll come to Central Region.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, it is quite clear that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is not the visionary for the current NPP administration. But as rightly admitted, you bear some collective responsibility for the outcomes of government's efforts, either successes or failures. Mr. Vice President, can you state 2 failures of your current administration which you seek to correct? And how do you intend to do this differently should you become the president? Thank you.
The question what failures that you think in this government that you would see to correct? I was thinking a little bit about that. I don't know if I mean, for one, I think that I wish we had built in, for example, we had started the gold purchase program much earlier. If we had started it in our first term of office, for example, the buffer in terms of gold reserves would have been much bigger. As I said, a few years ago, we had 8.7 tons of gold, and I think so far we are almost they've bought close to about 72 tons or so. So it's very, I mean, something that I wish when I sit back and look and I say, wow, I wish we had been able to buy a bit more and start gold for oil and gold for reserves much earlier. But as I said, the crisis is what really made us to get into these policies. Of course, I also wish that we had, even though we built more school infrastructure than any government, I believe that we've still had challenges with the senior high school in terms of infrastructure. And I wish we had completed a bit more in terms of the accommodation, dining hall, and so on. This is one of the reasons why I want us to move a lot of the government expenditure away from government to the private sector. This is a major policy that we are coming up with, that we want to engage the private sector in a lot of expenditure that government normally will put on the budget. And a lot of infrastructure is part of what government puts on the budget, in places like roads, and you tend to see a lot of uncompleted buildings. But if you go to places like Legon or Tech, most of the accommodation, the hostels, is provided by the private sector. And all we do is rent it and pay. And I believe that we can have that model where the private sector is engaged to build a lot of infrastructure, and will pay them rent or lease it or whatever over time. So I believe that will give a lot of fiscal space, but also allow us to complete all of the sector is engaged to build a lot of infrastructure, and will pay them rent or lease it or whatever over time. So I believe that will give a lot of fiscal space, but also allow us to complete all of these buildings and so on. But this is where I want to take Ghana in the next session, that we should move more towards the private sector provision of a lot of this, and that will really bring down the fiscal base.
So you see, girl Bawumia, a simple question. Mr. S, I have it, don't worry. The girl asked a simple question, the lady. I said, Mr. Bawumia, can you list just 2 failures of your government? That's all. It was a simple question. I say, Ubetuma kanyoma mienua wa ban we ya sebio edi Ghana for ehwamo pa. Nyoma maya yesi failures. 2. Okay, say one can say 3. Or say, Mr. Bawumia, list only 2 failures of your government and how you seek, or say how you seek to correct them. That means the failures are some things that needs to be corrected. That means some wrongs were done. That means some achievements were not accomplished. Also, Bawumia answer question. He was talking about regret. There's a difference between failure and regret. The lady did not say, Bawumia, let's do regrets of your government. She said, let's do failures. And they said, Oko, MPP for we, let's break this down. We are asking Bawumia about failures. Bawumia is talking about regrets. Now, the question was failures. This is failure. Regret. Now, this is the definition of regret. Let me put it up. Now, failure and to down. Now, who's Bawumia onye intelligent as you people think. You people have hype Bawumia to the point where you jaya home MPP for we. The journalist question was simple. Or say there's 2 failures that you want to do what you seek to correct. So when your power to me. Yakasa regretter. Regret is an emotion that involves feeling sorry or unhappy about something that has happened or could have happened. That is regret. So Bawumia was talking about something that could have happened. That is regret. That is not failure. Now about failure, lack of success. When you break it down, the omission of expected or required action. So there are 2 different things here. The lady asked him a simple question. And internet MP before cannot even explain to you what review means. And internet catch MPP needs a review or say a cancel. We want Jimmy. Bawumia, he does not know what he's doing. No. Obi ya Bawumia na ompeso obeja tum so obi ya no. So the lady was asking, tell us about what? Your failure. Tell us about things, the actions you took that were not right. Tell us about expected or required actions that you did not accomplish. That is failure. Now Bawumia is talking about regret. Oh, I regret that we didn't introduce gold for oil first. That is your regret. Tell us about your failure. Your failure is what? The guy did not even understand a simple question. The guy basically, Mamika Binchiramu. Bawumia no munam Ghana okaso oye den no. Bawumia ko kind of teases. Oye ne den we mwako kan. Bawumia is not who you think he is. Oh. Majority of the things he was talking about, it was written for him. Now you want to be president. You say wo ena onim nyansa. Mo na mo kenkan. Mo na mo nim nyansa. And then you sit there and tell me say you don't know the difference between regret and failure. One district, one factory is a failure. Because you cannot even point to one district. Why one district, one dam is a failure. Because you cannot point to one dam that is serving its purpose fully. So you have failed. There are so many failures. In this government, we can see one village, one dam. We can talk about one district, one planting for food and jobs. It's a failure because planting for food and jobs, but food inflation is up, meaning it did not accomplish its intended purpose. Meaning we're failing in accomplishing that. The actions did not follow. Into yakasa failure, one district, one dam, one planting for food and jobs. These things are failures. And then obana per se or pointed to. But you are talking about regret. Now gold for oil is a failure. Why are you saying gold for oil is a regret? Gold for oil now we introduce you. Still, we are buying fuel at high prices. So it has failed because its purpose was to do what? Was to bring down the price of fuel to where it was earlier on. Gold for oil has not been able to bring a fuel down to 3 or 5 or where John Mahama left it. It means it could not serve its purpose. Into Bawumia, he does not even know the difference between regret and then failure. Why should we waste our time on Bawumia? Onim dear oh yeah. Say, I keep telling you people, you guys know, Mama MPP for we, they are clowns. Oh, me say MPP for we. So Mama mo kwanya, omo best say mo from. Bawumia eye kufuado ene petetem. That's all. MPP for nankasa miminimo muni omu dinko say Bawumia de bombo by be den. Because nana de danko kufuado ne busuan for sika omo wia. They want to make sure say omo de Bawumia be smoke screen. Na omo tena ho omo jail. That is all. Bawumia cannot lead. Now, my main juja bibi munchiro. Bawumia ni etie na asemo yenko ye bibia Bawumia. Now, Bawumia akan sembi. And let's listen to a year 2020 killings. Yebusab Mahmoud Bawumia sem 2020 killings. 2020 omo yebo mutu. Bawumia, remember answer the video we know. On the head of the police council, Ghana police in your opinion. IGP reports to Bawumia. The police council, Bawumia they take decisions. Say elections we are. Baby a police for ya deploy momko nyina. There's a report they bring to the police council. Bawumia ne hwem on a sign. Into Bawumia and the head of Ghana police. Nana do Dankwe Kufuor and the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Ghana military ponifoni nyina they report to Kufuor. Every Monday, every Tuesday they give him briefings and opebia. They tell him this military status. Bawumia is being briefed by the police every morning. Ghana Police Service, their status. Inti Bawumia is in charge of the police. Yato about 2020 your board nipa what you do. And the busa Bawumia, what do you make of what happened? Have you spoken about it? Has the president spoken about it? Mumi enti Bawumia. My catch them saying Kofowi. They know what they were doing. No, Bawumia is in support of the killings. Now listen to Bawumia. Election killings. Yeah, you go.
Let's go through it. I think there was a question that 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president, or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not. But any time we lose a life in any circumstance, it doesn't have to be an election. I think it's really a very sad event when you talk about loss of life for anybody. And so I think that it's very, very a sad occurrence if for people who died during the election. Maybe let's go through it. I think there was a question that 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president, or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not. But any time we lose a life in any circumstance, it doesn't have to be an election.
Yebusa Bawumia say 2020 muni yakoto muswaba oni ekufuado. Yaboni pam watchi etuo Ghana mo nyina ewu. Ade na wonka ho asem. Osi onim se president aka ho asem na se wonka ho asem. Tie Bawumia o. Osi he is not sure whether the president has spoken about it or not. Ono ankasa so he is not sure whether he has spoken on it or not. Onye sure so maka ho asem. After 4 years, the head of the police council is telling you, say, Nipa Eita Yekuomono, he is not sure whether the president has spoken on it or not. Onwankasa could not emphatically say, I have spoken against it, and I am going to speak against it again today. When Tumanka Okajan said Bawumia is not in support of the killings. Bawumia is in support of the election killings. He knows it. He's the head of the police council. Now, Bawumia, this is the opportunity for you to tell the world. Ghana for say, Ekufuado anka hwasema me, maka hwasema na se me beka hwasema nde. Obia oye police ni obo tu obia no, e wo say make sure say ache no. Wentumi anka. Bawumia could not emphatically. Then a Chelsea ekoto aba we. Ba ko na Ekufuado we e yo no ankasa. What makes you think say, me yankuni pa 30? You cannot trust a man like this. Ya body part to busa wo se nipa mfie 9 ye. Wone president nka ho asem. Ya mfa ne se Kufuor we Jimmy wan ka ho asem na where? He did not even apologize. He just ignored the matter otwemu because he has no regrets. The killings they killed, it favored him because he wanted the Kufuor to go to the second term. Send a bit manipulate man be the president. Inti Bawumia, the opportunity as a Muslim. What kind of credit mama bofom salah every day. Friday ko Juma. You do not regret killing people. 2020, Bawumia is the head of the economic management team. This is what happened 2020. Bawumia said he's not going to talk about it. He said the president, he's not sure. And he himself, he did not even care. He did not even go to the extent or pacho said you see, you know, men sibium and I yanchini parombo and fan ho. Question Bawumia Keke. Speak to us. Talk to us. You say you want to be president. Ya bonipa tuo nipa watri. Enkwara omuntuaba 15-year-old. Hey, these are people who were killed. And the Bawumia had the opportunity to speak on this matter. Mahamudu Bawumia got the opportunity to tell Ghanaians we are sorry. To tell Ghanaians we need to take action now before the next elections. Mahamudu Bawumia refused to apologize. Bawumia refused to admit that his leadership, or near Kufuor leadership, he being the head of the police council, they made sure this happened. Mahamudu Bawumia refused to apologize to Ghanaians. This is a young lady, 15 years. Because NPP wanted to stay in power, because Mahamudu Bawumia wanted to be vice president, they killed this young girl. He got the golden opportunity today to apologize to the parents. I will for any Ghana for now assurance be say I deal with be the NC da. Samotumamia NC. In fact, your investigation Kransani Yakotwaba, Mahamudu Bawumia did not even think of that. He even basically told you Ghanaians to say we don't care because I'm not even sure whether the president spoke on it. And he didn't even talk about himself, whether he is going to even speak on it now. These are kids, these are young people. Mahamudu Bawumia refused to speak, to apologize to their families. This is a 14-year-old girl on Twaba under the leadership of Bawumia as the head of the police council. They killed this girl. 2020, Mahamudu Bawumia got the opportunity today. Onya akwenya na so be Ghana for chew aka se sanyoma we e se ende ya hwehwem me na me di police ni Bawumia nkabi se Kufuor we jimi a na wo so we jimi. If a Kufuor is foolish, are you also foolish? It means to say 2024 no they can kill 20 Bawumia will not care because 2020 kwana nyon na be president o na ye Kufuor and nim da so. Now this time onu na nim da so, do you know what he's going to do? These young people were killed. These people were murdered under the leadership of a so-called Muslim leader. Mahamudu Bawumia in Kremoni Papebia will not walk and avoid this. Bawumia is a munafiki. This man, 30-year-old man, by your body to the police council on the head. Bawumia got the golden opportunity today to say sorry to these people, to beg them, to insist that we have about 3 months elections here. We need to open investigations before. Bawumia refused to even apologize. Or Sakache Ghana for say, on yes, your class president Akamwasem, and on also Crampono. Just say he treated it like a mere chicken. Or treaty as some said Yabo Akukotu. Or treaty as some said Yabo Edian, Kosia Akukotu attraction. He does not see the relevance in this. People in Conforma Ewu as I speak to you today, a man for them are omusu because they are not going to see their children. They are going to see their dad. They are not going to see omumaba. The president got the opportunity today. Now, how can anybody trust you to me, Bemau? This young man was killed under Mahmoud Bawumia's leadership. Shot, killed. He was just 36 years. They didn't remember. He left them behind. The vice president who wants to be president, the vice president who is the head of the police council, the vice president who wants to lead again, refused to apologize to these people. He refused to insist that an investigation should be opened today. Then the Chelsea Bawumia does not know the killings. No, he agrees to it. He actually gave it the green light. In any serious country, Bawumia can also resign. But for 4 years, this man has refused to speak on the matter. And when you hear him speak, the way he disrespected the dead.
Let's go through it. I think there was a question that 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president, or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not. But any time we lose a life in any circumstance, it doesn't have to be an election. I think it's really a very sad.
He treated the matter like some. He treated it like casual. Yeah, a very sad issue. I don't think the president may or have commented on it. He himself, he said he just brushed it away. Hey, Bawumia be wicked. Bawumia be munafiki. Hey, Bawumia ma wa dem. Bawumia busuafobia honkan. Bawumia was supposed to show a little bit of compassion. But he expects these same people to go to the ballot and vote for him. And yet difficult to understand. Doesn't it hurt? Are you not worried? So this guy, they be a catch him say a vote for Bawumia is a vote for Japadie. It's a vote for Kufuado. Adiebi Kufuado year 2017 in the Bawumia have supported it. A collective decision. It's a collective decision. Every decision they have taken is a collective one. He has been part of the decisions that Kufuado will take. Now, Mr. S, Mr. P. It is important. Moi, your bomb tuo, Bobusian for we mo constituency. Mahmoud Bawumia did not even show none of the YAWA and say we. Nipa do a bobu tuo no majority in Kremufo. I'm telling you. Okay? So we study names now. Emmanuel Dompre, Ibrahim Abbas, Zakaria Samira. Erade Nyankopon. Akwara kwesa friend Samira, live bullet. Okuta Bawumia yiridin, inkremoni akwara. These are the kids. I can also be a Zongo development fund. You turn around to use live bullets to kill this. This girl is gone. What body to? You have no regrets. Now I didn't know Muntu Abamao. So unim side we community cause not to Bawumia. Who's way Jimmy? I'm telling you. It's dear pan Bawumia nyebi na who say Bawumia nya tumia obenya mo de se moa. Zakaria Samira you kuno. Now just akwara we or your Bawumia eba. Can you sanko beka de okan no? Sanke Bawumia ba. Will he brush the issue away like that? No. Because some voters and say mo Jimmy. They don't care about you people. Bawumia does not care about this 14-year-old kid. Okay? When you look at the names, Rita Otu. When you look at I'll go and get you the list. Majority of them in Kremufo. Kozongo 7, Asante Memu. Your bozongo mrantian son too. Bawumia anko bo mpaye. They amuko yedia amas anko for Bawumia did not go there. Zongo from man song. We had pictures of Omni Bawumia nam, Samira nam. Zongo 7 able men. They were shot dead. Mahmoud Bawumia to me enfring crying. Anyone may do. When to one be sorry, MENC Sam Brantian because MPP for the Kuomo, MPP set them up. In Kremofon yina memang Kremofon song. Omo jamu yirene omo maho. Mahmoud Bawumia esa kwa sawase. Osa ko Kumasi osa ko Zongo ha sa waka kire mo se mo nto abamame na ye Jimmy Zongo fo ye nkwasiafo ye ni nkremofo ye moa kwajira Mahmoud Bawumia onye nkremoni o he oko bebi Bawumia sometimes bi ha okọ Central Mosque eko bompaye si bi otenas bompaye na nkofo mpostre no. He does not even know how to sit say nkremoni or bompaye. He does not even know. Now, let me show you something quick. Niampon. Yada hu gina nchirechirem num. De mante no ene ye chirechirem no. Mahmoud Bawumia e kan bibi fa interoperability. Mo mienkotie na ye wie na enyi ne to. We Bawumia ose de en.
Almost done. We've also, of course, introduced mobile money interoperability to make almost every adult Ghanaian have a bank account through the Momo's account interoperability with the bank account. In fact, the whole of Africa, Ghana is the only country with 100% access to financial inclusion. Almost done. We've also, of course, introduced mobile money interoperability to make almost every adult Ghanaian have a bank account through the Momo's account interoperability with the bank account. In fact, the whole of Africa, Ghana is the only country.
Bawumia say almost introduce mobile money interoperability. Say they all send sika free mobile money to bank. Mahmoud Bawumia. Bawumia ne gina high can know. Now momianko tie Mahmoud Bawumia interoperability ya mobile money transfer to banks to mobile money. Momianhwe de Bawumia na nkasa sa kan ye. This is Bawumia.
Africa mobile money interoperability ayaya. Ebin see that, but idea eye den say yeba aban mu na ndc ama contract say omunye sa mobile money interoperability no. Eye den say yeba aban mu na ndc ama contract say omunye sa mobile money interoperability no. Eye den say yeba aban mu na ndc ama contract say omunye sa mobile money interoperability no. But idea eye den say yeba aban mu na ndc ama contract say omunye sa mobile money interoperability no.
Enti then and the original journalist for any Ghana say mobile money transfer to banks on other buy. One gets out na radio so ka say mobile money interoperability. Sa sikes transfer free mobile money eco bank no. Mobile na NDC mum edin kan kwa the contract na ma amoye hu adwuma. Inti edin also dan ho beka che Ghana for say when we introduce mobile money interoperability and mobile money transfer wo. I think that there's something wrong somewhere. And the videos I'm playing and the jandam I'm killing and free baby now, in fact, I wish I could find Mr. S as way back as 2014. Now a year interbank, a year mobile money transfer. Near year, Mr. S. I remember I played that video. A year EcoBank and our bank what bank was it? It was being done as way back as 2014, 2013. People were transferring. And so Bawumia be say wona wo yes sir o de sa de buy, but while so I was about say NDC for mobile ban mu no na NDC for aye share the contract crack to wa interoperability mobile money interoperability no e wo hodada 2012 na NDC for edinkan implement na banks bi kra air pilot wo Ghana 2013 to 2014 Mahama time na banks air pilot sa de no. I wish I could find that video, Mr. S. Besides, I wish I could find it. Into Edina Bawumia sat down and Hobakacha Ghana for say, and Oba Ghana, a mobile money interoperability. EcoBank. Yes, EcoBank started. Besides, can you get me that video? Because we need to make some clarification here. Now, man for who say, Mahama time no, na EcoBank cry air pilot interoperability. Into Edina now to Hobakacha Ghana for say, oh. When I would do a mobile money transfer from mobile money to bank. How can you say that? While so Basabe catcher say NDC for mobile and nobody contract that Saudi and ye. So how can you trust somebody like that? Mahmoud Bawumia is a liar. I think I have this video. I want to besides it's in a system. I am trying to pull it out. And I know you guys will get it for me. It's very, very important that I make Ghanaians know, say, this mobile money interoperability, it was there before Bawumia Kra Egin was about politics in airport. Come out. When I find it, I'll let you see it. But Mabono Hada, Yachremo Hada, Munina Munim, Bawumia is a liar. Mahmoud Bawumia is a liar. So I'll find the video where when you guys find this video, I'm going to go back and play it. Now I'm on there. Time about Bawumia Kasano, the running mate in here. Yeah. This is Bawumia's running mate. Yeah. Asiampenyi wada. Adia chia na ato ne nkwasi akeka. Osora no pa no hohoro ne tuwia na ato ne nkwasi akeka. Na onam Jonkuma samai tata no kan kwasi asem. Ote Bawumia program ase wada. Otumi dano na no aso nsuo jimi we o. Ene yete wa se oh we die ye ndi mo we mo gajimi before we mo jimi o. And sometimes people think we are being too rude. This fool who say na no poku adjiman penyini na no poku adjiman ne senses ye adwuma da be na hu say na no poku adjiman eti event bi ase dada enkokora young boys we mu no omutimi ntina omna omoto so 2 minutes o omaye mre viagra hwe ne pan bi odene nam wo yarefo okoware oba janka bi ende ye hu be bi janka ne nam because you see about the running mate okoware oba janka bi ne hu mo mini be bi asa janka ne nam. These are the fools you want to onyanya. Do you know the pressure that comes with being a president or vice president? Na akwawe onyanya to me o kwasiato started da we taking honeymoon I'm sorry and Mahamas we didn't can start take we kwasiato we order wada deep jantre bi okobo e no odwene ho ba omia gimi o ye nkwa ontie ade che no pa obahoro to abegina be kan kwasi asem ena onim ye die Kwame Nkrumah ye nim Kwame Nkrumah jimi erade nyankopon. We sit in this country and we allow these people, we just give these people the chance to fool every day. We allow these idiots, we give the opportunity, they fool. Now the public TV so so. Huh?
Electronic Communications and the Ministry of Communications have inaugurated the first 112 emergency service.
I am trying to find this video. I mean, where me apa? I am very I know my team. You guys are trying to find me the interoperability video. Eco Bank there no. I have my system here. I'm trying to pull it, but I think let me see. I need to yeah. But Jack, enkwasi afo no person be di Ghana so no. Yare fo nkwa. Omuntumi ntina omoto so 10 minutes. Mr. S, I have it. Now, in 2014, thank you Mr. S. 2014 under NDC John Mahama and he started a mobile money transfer to bank 2014. Evidence in here. Watch this. Kwasi afo omu use Jimmy. Bawumia trufo we na mboto so. The video should be here. I just saw it.
Now to banking, and EcoBank Ghana has launched a new mobile banking app to allow customers open virtual bank accounts. The new banking app, EcoBank Digital, leverages the power of technology to deliver instant, convenient and cost-effective solutions to its customers. EcoBank Digital is an instant and convenient way of banking via mobile phone. It allows customers to link their accounts to their mobile money wallets and perform cross transactions in 33 countries. The EcoBank mobile app is designed to make banking easier and accessible to customers.
EcoBank, we've created a platform that allow all the other operators to collaborate so that we can co-create value and we can
adding it will reduce the risk of moving huge sums of money across borders. Country Director for EcoBank, Dan Saki, reiterated the bank's commitment to support the economy.
Given the transformation that this will bring to both individuals and businesses across the country, the impact on the Ghanaian economy cannot be overemphasized. We now have possibilities and opportunities to serve you better across the nation and to ultimately deepen financial inclusion. We at EcoBank have recognized this and are committed to putting the power of banking at your fingertips.
Finance Minister Setekbe lauded EcoBank for the initiative, adding a more collaborative effort with government will help boost the economy.
What we see are opportunities in the services sector that needs to be developed, which will then lead to a more diversified economy even whilst we pursue policies that will lead to growth of the agricultural sector as well as agribusiness.
EcoBank is confident the new EcoBank Digital will open up financial services to the unbanked while serving existing customers.
Providing solutions that are relevant to their lives.
And the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications.
And a one and president. Bawumia say, Onona, or the mobile money interoperability, or about power na ye jumadada. Mahama dems were enhancing it. When we are trauma the demo. I mean, can we be but the good entity yes, I do. We are not a mini team. Any loud silence TV, we do this is because we don't want to be led by liars again. Ye jaya hon Emma politicians akrom for adada for atro for edi enima bedru ha enitina ye ho kire enitina dollar no was 16 enitina since ye MPP omunsi regional hospital enitina since ye MPP omunsi one university enitina ye MPP ebesinde ye energy sector omunfa 1 kilowatt empo enka ho enitina ye MPP ebesinde omunsi one senior high school enitina ye MPP ebesinde they have not done anything meaningful. Glossy things and ya way and a social intervention ya de here answer de fata part way about Bawumia di nim na po jimi we di nim no mu ye mistake now what time to me at the MPP what time to me am a Gabi what time to me am a Kufuado what time to me am a Bumpty what time to me am a Bedietro what time to me am a Furiata sa kro no ankofo we abono this is our only chance to fight for our money na se ubeti atro konkonsa ene san kwasiade ankofo ekeka kireo now down to me ema Kufuado for the third time ade ebeto wo no de ebeto wo mo Ghana no ye de yasomafo I keep saying we are messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth. Tomorrow we are going to delve into the NDC manifesto, the Women's Bank, John Dramani Mahama NDC say omoba basi Children's Hospital, the 24-hour economy, agri sector, they are going to do the farmer service. There are a lot of things, practical things you can relate to. John Mahama said the first 100 days, practical things are obey. Your free BB going after the loot. How do they call it? John Mahama edit the records at all or the facts at all. Umpewe now pekaya mutium. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. US time, 8 p.m. Ghana time, we will be here to explain NDC for manifesto to you. No kre any senior a bit to me abow. My name is Kevin Kobedu Taylor. Jandam is dead. Ochina the obetibia ya tro. The akani nyina ene no kre. The facts. Bawumia enya tumia obeku nipa more than the Kufuado aye. And Bawumia could not apologize to the families of the murdered. Bawumia today has shown he has supported the Kufuado in his killings during the elections. This is not a person that we can hand over Ghana to. My name is Kevin Kobedu Taylor. Tomorrow we will meet and discuss Ghana. Cheers, good night, and be good.
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV. I see say a lot of people are moving from the traditional media to the social media. And PENDREAM, you are setting the pace because you bring the issues as they are. And those are the issues. And then Unipa are not ready for just ordinary endorsement. But people want to hear the issues. What are the issues? What are the possible solutions? So for me, I'm endorsing PENDREAM TV. And I'm recommending, sir, Obidiana who affiliated traditional media and wire board with it, I'm going to live up to expectation. Your next last stop, PENDREAM TV.